In the morning, in the evening, or sometime in between, I hope that you will see some Lexi on your screen. Subscribe!
How does perfection feel, darling?
Annyeong chickens, it's Lexi Soul. Welcome back. We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming about mental health, self-care, self-evolution in order to bring you content about another passion of mine, Asian media. It's been a while since I talked about Asian movies on my channel, and that's why I'm so excited to talk to you about my new obsession, Filipino movies. I love them! Filipino movies are the perfect escapism for me. You get so absorbed in them because they perfectly combine lightness and depth, comedy, romance, drama. So I'm gonna recommend to you 5 Filipino movies on Netflix because Netflix is the service that I subscribe to. The first movie I'm recommending is called Can't Help Falling in Love. It's about a girl who's about to get married to her longtime boyfriend, but it turns out she had a drunken night and she's already married to someone else. So now she has to figure out how she can get an annulment from this guy while keeping it a secret from her boyfriend. And in the meantime, she's spending a lot more time with the guy she got married to on a whim.
Hello, Dos. I'm your wife.
Si Mr. and si Miss! Legal nga talaga to. Mrs. nga talaga kita.
Kaya kailangan maghiwalay na tayo.
Grabe naman, hiwalay agad. Ang bilis naman. Paano kung gusto ko nakasal tayong dalawa?
This movie was so fun, and at the end, I was surprised to find it pulling on my heartstrings. Classic Filipino movie. Did you know that Filipino media has something called power couples? I think they're actually called love teams. What this means is when 2 actors have great chemistry together, they just keep playing together in different movies again and again. I love it. My favorite couple so far is Catherine Bernardo and Daniel Padilla. Oh my gosh, they have such great chemistry. They're actually dating in real life, and whenever I see a movie with them in it, I know I'm gonna enjoy it. The second movie that I recommend is Barcelona, A Love Untold. This movie is about a spoiled girl who ends up in Barcelona because of a mistake she's made that brings great shame to her family. And she's pretty lost until a Filipino boy finds her and he helps her get a place to stay, helps her get a job, and helps her to become more mature in general. And along the way, they just might fall in love.
I have a chance to make you and Papa proud again.
One place will bring them together.
It is said that La Sagrada Familia was built as an atonement for the city's sins.
I'll admit that this movie is a little bit less cohesive than the previous, but it's still such a fun ride. You know guys, I have a bag of rom-coms that I go to whenever I have a down day, I'm feeling sad, or I just want to feel cozy. And this, if I could find this movie in physical copy with English subs, I would put it in that bag. That's high praise. Number 3, You're My Boss. This might have been the first Filipino movie that I watched, and baby, I loved it. And I watched it again, and I'll probably watch it again. This is about a woman who frankly acts like a brat. She really comes off as mean and snooty, but you quickly see that she's using this persona as a front for her insecurities. But when she has to work with a new guy at the office, she's forced to examine her behavior and make decisions about what she wants and who she wants to be.
Good morning, Mom.
She's the boss. He's the assistant.
Good vibes with this one. And also, enjoy the old school big ballad music they include in the film. That's also classic Filipino movie. Number 4, Everything About Her. Now, this one is more of a drama flick, but don't be afraid. There's still something so hopeful and positive about this movie. This movie is about a powerful but very cold woman who suddenly becomes ill with cancer, and all she longs to do after she's diagnosed is to connect with her estranged son. Now this businesswoman doesn't want anyone around her to know that she's sick, but she has to hire a nurse to help with her condition. So she hires a young woman, and this young woman is spirited, lively, colorful, and she starts to bond with the businesswoman. But the nurse goes behind the woman's back, and she calls her son and tells him that he needs to come home because his mom is sick. Oh my goodness. And when her son comes back, there might be some sparks that fly between him and this young nurse.
You have stage 3 cancer.
Doc, cancer lang ito. Hindi ako mababaliw sa cancer.
And she will meet her match.
Jaika, Dr. Vivian needs a private nurse.
This movie is is memorable and it touched my heart. Even though it's about a lady getting sick, I promise it wasn't depressing. Like I said, it was hopeful and positive in a way. 10 out of 10, recommend. Number 5, Cuddle Weather. Now listen, this movie is a little bit different than other Filipino movies I've seen. In other Filipino movies, I see that the two main characters, their relationship is so chaste. Like, they don't even kiss. These people don't even kiss until they're married. And honestly, sometimes I find it a little refreshing. Because you know, like in American movies where people are having sex all the time, but it doesn't really add to the story? Well, in the Filipino movies, they focus on the love connection. It's not just about the body, you know what I'm saying? Well, this movie's a little different because it follows 2 sex workers. So I was so surprised when I saw this movie. Like I said, it follows 2 sex workers. One of whom's been prostituting for a long time, and another who's a newbie. So the newbie, the boy, asked the more seasoned one, the girl, to be his mentor. I love this movie because it had so much depth. I mean, the intricacies of their relationship, the idea of being caught in a negative cycle, the exploration of shame in both their characters. And above all, I love that the movie showed how human these 2 people were and how pure their connection was. Truly one of my favorites.
Pokpok ka rin?
Paano ba kasi kinakaya to? Uy, turo mo lang sa akin.
Anong pangalan mo?
Naisip ko, Sunny, #1 tubero ng Makati.
Okay, those are all of my recommendations, but I'm no expert, not by a long shot. I haven't even seen all the Filipino movies on Netflix, never mind anywhere else online. What about you guys? Have you watched any Filipino movies? Have you watched any of the ones that I've mentioned? Or have you watched others? What are your recommendations? I would love to hear them. That's all, chickens. If you liked the video today, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Annyeong!